Alright, you crazy kids, let's talk about duck eyeballs, because I keep getting questions about this. I think they don't do a super great job in the tutorial file. So a lot of people are having trouble with this orient on SRF, orient on surface command. So let's talk about how to get that done. Here I've made a sphere and an ellipsoid solid. A lot of people got to this step just fine. Now if I want to orient this ellipsoid solid on this sphere, I'll select the ellipsoid solid and type in orient and pick orient on SRF. The first question is, what's the base point? A lot of people are getting in the habit of using the perspective viewport too much, so make sure you pay attention to when I use it and when I don't. I have my OSNAP window brought up, and the only OSNAP I have selected is center. And the first thing I'll do is pick the center here. This is not an orientation thing, it's just a single point, so I could use perspective or really any viewpoint for that matter, or viewport rather. So I click there. Now, after a little bit of trial and error, I've determined that this reference line we're making is effectively a line that will be tangent to the surface that we're going to lay this eyeball upon. So I'll come up here in the top viewport and go straight up. Ortho helps me do this at 90 degrees, and then I left click again. Surface to orient on is this one right here. And then I'm just going to let him do all of these default maneuvers. You can see that it's orienting it in one direction. If I wanted that eyeball to have a vertical orientation, I would have just put in that tangent line at 90 degrees in a different viewport. So let's say we put it about right there on our head. And if we want to flip the other one to the other side and make it look perfectly symmetrical, I can come down to my right viewport, type in mirror. Again, I'll use the center OSNAP to pick up the middle of the head, and then ortho helps me go straight up. Left click again, and then I get a nice little sort of Kermit the Frog looking dude there.